Good morning and welcome to Lifestyle Essentials Education Series. Today we're going to look at why do strength training, but more so focus in on how strength training will stop joint pain. So a lot of people in today's society suffer from joint pain, whether it be back pain or knee pain or shoulder pain. The fact of the matter is, no matter what the joint is, strength training can actually prevent your joint pain. Now, when we look at a joint itself, a joint is where two bones come together and they actually move to allow movements of the body to occur. And there are different types of joints in the body, with synovial joints being the most movable types of joints that we have in our body. Now, as I said before, a joint is where two bones come together. And a joint is then held together by ligaments. So the ligaments join bone to bone, and then what happens is then the muscles are then attached to the bone or the covering of the bone via a tendon. Now, in the most movable joints in the body, being the synovial joints, these joints have a joint capsule, as you can see here. This forms a joint capsule around the actual bone, and inside the bone we have cartilage, and we have what we call synovial fluid. Now, this synovial fluid actually creates like a liquid that sits within the joint that allows nice fluidity in the movement. Most people will know cartilage forms a cushioning so that we have like a shock absorption in the joint. Now, the reason why strength training is so important for preventing and stopping and eliminating joint pain is what strength training does is it firstly helps an increase in nutrients goes to the joint. See, all of the components of a joint capsule being the actual ligaments, the capsule itself, are what we call an avascular tissue, which means it doesn't have a blood supply. So by moving and doing regular exercise in the form of resistance training, that's going to increase blood flow to this area, which is going to bring nutrients into the area and allow better healing, better nutrition, and better oxygenation of this tissue so that it functions much more effectively. The second thing strength training is going to do is it's going to strengthen the muscles that actually go over the joint. Now, muscles move joints, so a muscle will go over a joint and move the joint through a range of movement. Now, as you know, as we get older, if we don't use these muscles get weaker. And as they get weaker, we get more and more load occurring in the joint. So if you use this example of the spine, as you get older, if you're not doing some sort of regular form of resistance training, what will happen is these muscles in the back will become weaker. And as these muscles in the back become weaker, more pressure and stress is start to get held in the actual vertebral column rather than in the muscles. So it's the role of the muscles to actually take the pressure out of the spine and support the joints in the spine. Now, this is the same in the shoulder and the knee and every other joint in the body. Muscles are responsible for supporting the joint and taking pressure out of the joint so that we actually hold less stress in the actual joint itself. Now, by participating in a regular strength training program, we strengthen these muscles. That helps remove the actual pressure out of the joint so that there is less stress in the joint and less load being carried in the joint. So by doing regular strength training, not only will you get more mobility through the joint because you have better fluidity in the joint fluid and better viscosity, it actually reduces the pressure in the joint altogether, allowing the joint to be supported by the muscles and actually function at a much higher level. So if you're looking at wanting to be able to live life to its full, is to be able to continue doing that strength training so that your joints don't stiffen up and become weaker and that you can live life with quality. If you'd like more information on how we can help you with any strength training, just email us at info@lifestyleessentials.com.au or check out our website at lifestyleessentials.com.au.